This is Josh Nam, lead instructor at the Hank Haney IJGA. This is the video for Ricardo Garcia. Ricardo was at our camp for 3 weeks during our summer camp, and we're just going to talk about a couple things in his golf swing. First thing you see here at address is he's got good balance and good posture. When he came here, his weight was a little bit on his heels, and kind of squatting back, so we made sure that we got his hip line up and kept his balance good. The other thing we'll talk about is his grip. He had a really strong grip in his fingers here that would cause the club face to get shut. So we just weakened his grip and got a little more neutral, which allowed the club face to stay square throughout. But all in all, he looks really good here at address. Right here we've worked on getting Ricardo to keep the club in front of his hands, and you can see what a good job he's doing with that here. Club staying in front of his hands, the club face is matching his spine, and his club face is square because of his better grip. Club is in front, so he's in a real good position right here. At the top of Ricardo's swing, we really worked on keeping his left wrist flat at the top. Because he'd get the grip real strong, he'd have to cup his wrist to get the face square at the top. So now he's got the wrist flat, club face square. The other thing we really worked on is limiting his hip turn at the top of his swing, as he used to overturn and straighten his right knee. By keeping that right knee flex, limiting his hip turn, we're able to keep his turn a little more controlled and keep his upper body on top of his lower without getting too much spin and the weight dropping back in the heels. Also, his left arm is right up on plane, good shoulder turn. So he's in a very good position here to swing as quickly as he wants into this downswing without losing any balance. So he's done a great job with this, and this is one of the better backswings we've seen from him. Starts his downswing here. One of the big things we worked on is making sure the club doesn't get too stuck coming down into impact. He's in a pretty good position here. Club's still a little behind him. You can see the right wrist is bent back against itself just a little bit. So we really want to work on keeping the club coming down in front. Same thing we were doing on the takeaway. But all in all, really good. From this position, he's going to be able to fade it or draw it depending on how he wants to release the club. The club's still coming down on plane. So as Ricardo works and gets better, he'll be able to keep a little more loft and the club just a little better out in front of him. This will help him just be able to control the shots better, but all in all, he's in a really good position here. Final thing we worked on Ricardo with this swing here is just letting his hips clear out of the way. He had a tendency to stop his hips, flip his hands, and could really hit some hard hooks when he wasn't careful. You can see here how the lower body is clearing out of the way. Shoulders are pretty square at impact. The hips are open. Feet are planted firmly on the ground. The right foot's not coming up too early. He's just in a real solid impact position here. So all in all, this is a great swing, and produces a lot of power, and he's able to control that power now and hit a lot of different shots. So, with all the work he's done a great job, and now can control his golf ball so much better than he could a month ago. The top of his backswing, like we talked about before, limiting the hip turn, lets his lower body stay underneath his upper body. He's made a full coil, good extension at the top, and a real powerful position, and this is where Ricardo's getting all his distance from. Just a perfect position here at the top. Here as he starts his downswing, because the hips are clearing better, because his turn was better, his pivot, he's able to generate so much lag, and you can see the lag in the club. And this is going to ensure that he doesn't flip through the ball, and that he's using more of his arms and body through impact, not just his hands flipping. So a real powerful position here for Ricardo. I was very proud to see this on film, how well his lower body was working, how the club was loading up into impact and through. So great job, Ricardo. Everything looks great in this. And on the rest of this, you'll just see clips from some full swing drivers and some pitch shots.